It's a showdown between two legends of YouTube beef, RICEGUM and iDUBBBZTV. But this isn't your average versus video. Usually I pit stars against one another to see who will come out on top. But this time the beef is also all too real. On October 3rd, 2017, iDUBBZ dropped a new video titled Content Cop Jake Paul. But as it turns out, the video was not about the fearless leader of Team 10.
This video is not about this obnoxious, arrogant asshole. That's right, everyone. I'm talking about Asian Jake Paul.
Shots fired! RICEGUM responded the same day with a quick 2-minute video response to the 30-minute edition of Content Cop, with a promise of more to come. And while we yet to see how the beef will shake out, I'm itching to see who will come out on top. So while we wait for that, there's only one way to settle the score right now, and that's with a 3-round head-to-head matchup hosted by yours truly, Michael McCrudden. Let me know who you think will win in the comments down below. Now let's get into this brutal bare-knuckle brawl.
Round 1, fight!
The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So says Dr. Phil, so it must be true.
Bring it on, bitch.
Now neither RICEGUM or iDUBBBZ are strangers to the dangerous game of YouTube beef, so let's take a look at their previous beefs to see who's better at crushing their enemies. RICEGUM skyrocketed to fame with his These Kids Must Be Stopped videos, which were somewhat controversial based on who he was making fun of. Kids. But he's not picking on children anymore. RICEGUM has become notorious for his diss tracks, taking aim at other YouTubers like The Gabby Show's Gabby Hanna. So far, his crowning achievement as a YouTuber beefer seems to be his war on the almost unstoppable social media star, Jake Paul. Rice and his buddy FaZe Banks pretty handedly rebuffed Team 10's almost certainly false accusation about Banks committing assault. On top of that, RICEGUM got involved in the Alyssa vs. Jake drama with the diss track It's Every Night Sis, featuring the lovely Alyssa Violet.
I just heard the song Team 10, now I hate y'all. Logan, that will be your last hit like an 8-ball.
That video racked up over 100 million views. Seems to me a pretty firm checkmate versus Jake Paul, and I'm gonna be honest, it makes quite a bit to even show up in a fight against the YouTube juggernaut like Jake Paul. That kind of thing, well,
it takes brass balls.
So how does iDUBBBZ stack up? Well, like RICEGUM, he's faced off against his fair share of soft targets. Who could forget his content cop on Tanamongu?
Say nigger.
Yeah, say what you will about iDUBBBZ's views about when and how the N-word should be used, Tan is just not really the kind of person to put up a heavy fight. But also like RICEGUM, he's also taken on some pretty powerful and aggressive prey like Keemstar, the Fine Brothers, and most notably, Leafy.
Attention beach goers, I'm giving away some prizes over here. All it takes is hiding a chin.
Okay, you gotta give it up. That's pretty damn funny. iDUBBBZ knows how to hit people where it hurts. He got Leafy on the chin thing, Keemstar on the gnome star thing, and his recent attack on RICEGUM, he showed the really horrible footage of RICEGUM joking about rape. RICEGUM may be unstoppable when it comes to diss tracks, but when it comes to wrecking a fellow YouTuber, nothing seems as strong as Content Cop. So round 1, it's gotta go to iDUBBBZTV.
Round 2, fight!
But nowadays, YouTube beefs tend to extend beyond the primary combatants. Like a street rumble, a modern YouTuber requires serious backup. And when it comes to that, both iDUBBBZ and RICEGUM are pretty stacked. So let's take a look at whose crew packs a bigger punch. And in the first shot at RICEGUM, iDUBBBZ brought along some pretty powerful friends.
Hi there. I'm here to join your cult.
He even got PewDiePie in on the fun. And on top of that, we know iDUBBBZ is friends with some other pretty strong YouTubers like Max Mofo and Filthy Frank, so how could RICEGUM compete with this wrecking crew of who's who in the YouTube game? Well, he's got a pretty tight clique of his own. We're no strangers when it comes to the YouTube drama. RICEGUM has hung out with the likes of FaZe Censor, FaZe Rug, Sniper Wolf, and FouseyTube. He currently lives with the likes of FaZe Banks, Alyssa Violet, and Summer Rae. And at one point in time, the rapper 21 Savage was his neighbor.
It's a knife.
So both YouTubers roll with pretty influential friends, but overall, RICEGUM's friends seem a little more experienced with YouTube beef. Plus, living with some of them has got to give him an upper hand when it comes to rapid fire responses. So when it comes to backup, I'm gonna give the edge to RICEGUM.
Round 3, fight!
There's only one thing I know Hollywood producers John Scarce and high school girls can agree on, and that's that nothing is more important than popularity. So to settle this beef before it even gets off the ground, let's take a look at their social media stats. When it comes to amassing a large loyal following, iDUBBZ is no slouch. He's got nearly 1 million followers on Instagram and more than 1 million on Twitter. But RICEGUM blows him out of the water here with 4.4 million followers on Instagram and 2.3 million on Twitter. Those stats are important, but of course the real measure of a YouTuber is, well, YouTube.
Yes, here we go again. Lift the jug and fill my mouth with that thick, sweet juice.
RICEGUM is a views billionaire with 8.5 million subscribers and counting. He grows at about 12.7 thousand subscribers each and every day, and his average daily views are about 3.3 million. So how does iDUBBZ stack up? Well, his sub count falls a little short with a still more than impressive 5.1 million. He gains an average of 6,500 subscribers a day, not bad, but little more than half the growth of Rice. And when it comes to daily views, which is what really counts when it comes to a YouTuber's wallet, well, iDUBBZ racks up an average of 660,000 views a day. I'm even beating him.
Oh, this is good.
It's a lot of views, but it seems like nothing when compared to RICEGUM's 3.3 million. So all in all, RICEGUM wrecks iDUBBZ in terms of social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube by any measure. The numbers don't lie. So this round and this versus clearly has to go to RICEGUM. Let me know if you agree with who I chose in this versus video in the comments down below. Also, let me know who you'd like to see pitted against one another in a future versus cage match. Sorry, I got a little too excited. In the past, I've done a video on Logan Paul versus Jake Paul, Liza Koshy versus Superwoman, and Alyssa Violet versus Erica Costal. You can find those on my second channel, McCrud Entertainment. So if you haven't subscribed to both channels yet, what are you waiting for? My name's Mike McCrud. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in another video.
There you go, bitch.